We got a pre-ordered super chat from the last live, which was Mystique. Question about Simon. I don't know why, but sometimes YouTube, they just stall the video. So yeah, I feel like whatever it is, it's not the Wi-Fi connection. I think it's YouTube. They just get sick of the live and they start stalling it. Yeah. So this is for Mystique about Simon. Hi, Misty. Which one was Simon? Was he the Gemini? Yeah. Anyone else who wants a super chat, go ahead and jump in. Thank you so much for joining as well, the last live. Hi, Erin Lou. How are you? Thanks for joining the last live, everybody. This is just a continuation of our last live. Let's have a look. Anything with Simon? Oh, he's the Sag. Okay, I'm going to shuffle again because we need the Sag energy in there. Simon. Sag. What does he want? Is the question. What does he want? Is that what we want to know? What does he want? Anyway, Venusian, if you're still here, I hope that everything works out. I truly do. You deserve the best, but you have to prioritize, put everything in organized priority of events. Ruthless priorities. Oh, he was one that came clean, but he's got another woman, sweetie. Yeah. I would say focus on you. He's got the Queen of Rods still around him. She's come up before. Yeah, he's trying to hook you in with his confession and everything else. Don't fall for it. Sagittarian men love to have the opportunity of various women in their field. You know, they like to have a pantry of women, a corral of women to pick and choose from. Don't be one of those women. No. Now that Mercury's out, we've had all of our exes come back, try to come back, recontact. Now that Mercury's going direct, it's like, no. It's like, piss off. No, not interested. It doesn't matter about don't go for men with who you've got chemistry with. Don't go for chemistry. Chemistry is not the first thing to go for any man. It's a bonus. It's a bonus prize. Yeah. He just wants a fling. He wants, you know, I'm getting the word dirty booty, dirty booty call. Yeah, he wants a fling. Fun in the sun. He wants a fling. He wants to feel free. He's an absolute fucking user, this guy is. He's a seductive con man. You're going to have a new love, new person in your life. You've got work coming up, new work opportunities, and a fair male. Somebody lighter for their cultural background. Fair, lighter skinned. Yeah, so do not go for this guy. He just wants a fling. Now, all of these guys in your past, Misty, are over and out, blocked, deleted, over and out. Don't read into their messages. It's hooks. They want attention. They're not only messaging you, but they're messaging every other woman in their playlist. Okay. So it's a big no. Yeah, she was there before. She came out before this woman. The Queen of Rods was there before. She was there before. She was there before. Yeah. Yeah, she was there before. He's still got women in his corral. And he's going to round them up as much as he wants. He's going to dip in and out of whoever he wants. He's the bull in the playpen. Don't even think about men. You've got no reason to be thinking about men right now. Instead, you've got to look at the triangle. The health is your thing right now. You've got health issues. Health and money and living issues. That's where you've got to put your priorities. on the baseline of the triangle, and then build up from there. Once you've got the housing, the health, and the money sorted out, you can build up from there. The right guy will come in. You're going to have new hobbies and interests. New hobbies and interests. Hi, Miss Manu. My health remains disturbed since 2008. Okay. It can be a health cycle astrologically that could be going on in your life. And I don't feel like there's a magic curse. I feel like it could be a health cycle. It could be also you getting out of your own way and doing something about your health. There are health cures. It could be weight, diet, exercise as well. It could be money issues as well. It could be some sort of allergies that you're unaware of, or things that you're unaware of. You're moving forward though. I feel by 7 weeks or 7 months, you're definitely going to be off in a new direction. You need rest, or you need to recover. That's what we've got here, in the correct way. Maybe you're ignoring things. I've had a neighbor who's been coughing for 2 friggin' months. Has she been to the doctor? No. She could have got pneumonia and died. You know, some people just refuse to like do common sense things. You know, they want to do it their way. They get pig-headed about it. You're going to have victory. It's going to come about. When your health improves, your money is also going to improve. And don't do natural therapies or Ayurvedic if it doesn't work for you. You know, do good Western medicine. Go to a proper nice Indian doctor in India. There's great doctors there. It's leading health industry. Yeah, do that. Get back to basics. It could be something that you're taking that's not agreeing with you. It's just not working anymore. You know, it could be that. You could be diabetic. You could have thyroid. You know, you've got to do all the tests and see what's going on. I don't feel it's got anything to do with any magic. These people are jealous and envious, but it's not affecting that area of your life. It might be making you feel stuck, but that's because you are, you know, what you're doing is what you're doing. All right. Hi, Erin. How are you, my dear? Thank you for the 14 from Canada. Organising a meeting with some friends. Will everyone have a good time? Oh, how exciting. That's an exciting turn of events. Erin, excellent. I think people will just have as good time as they can within their own dimension. I mean, we can't worry about what other people are doing and saying. I feel like there's balloons. I'm getting balloons around it. I'm getting balloon energy. I don't know if you're taking balloons with you, or it's a symbolic meaning of fun. So I feel like you are going to have a good time, and I feel like could lead to other excursions. I'm seeing you going out to a fun park, like a carnival type of fair. I'm also seeing you going somewhere like a zoo. So you might actually do these on a regular occasion. No, it's got success here, and it feels like it's been a long time coming. You've been putting this off. You've got success. Feels like you've put this off. I feel like you're going to have a good time. As long as you have a good time, that's the main thing. Worrying too much about what other people's happiness is not our business. You know, look after, you know, your number one. If you have a good time, then I think everything will fall into place. Whoever's meant to fall off will fall off, and whoever's meant to stay or join or grow or add on, they will. I feel like you've opened a road here to a new hobby or interest. I also feel like you could get a new offer here. If you're single, you could get a new love relationship come in through this group or through this activity that you're doing. I feel like there's happiness here on the external. You can't get better than the Ace of Cups. Yeah, I feel like everyone will have a good time. Yep. It could lead to relationship or marriage for you in some capacity, but it's going to open you up a new road of aligning yourself to something you enjoy doing. You might even get into party planning or theme planning. I'm seeing zoos around you. I don't know why I'm seeing a zoo. Could be going out to an animal safari or a zoo or something at some point. Yeah, just a few people. No, I think you're going to have a good time. I think one thing will lead to another. You might expand on the group. Okay. Anyone want a last call? You do like the Ace of Cups, absolutely. Extremely good sign. And that was on the external and it was on the outcome. The internal is here, the external's there on my spread. So that was the external, the collective, the people around you, all of that business. So that's a number one winner. Excellent winner. Should I do a collective read coming off the full moon? Full moon collective read. Thanks, Erin. Thank you, thank you. Have a good time. Yeah, I don't know. What's a zoo? Does a zoo mean anything to you? A mystique. Don't keep faith in men. Don't have any faith whatsoever. You want to see the action. Okay, we're going to do you first and then we'll go into a full moon read. Any new friends, soul tribe. When you switch up your behavior and also the way that you're going about doing your life, I feel like you're going to have new friends come in. When you feel like your body and health is on track, I feel new friends will join in then. I'm getting pink around you. Pink balloons, pink flowers, something fuzzy and pink. New girlfriends potentially. You are going to do some sort of manifestation circle. Could be a witch's circle, manifestation circle, something that you have a lot of desire with. So yes, you could start up a meetup group and have paying members come in to do a circle with you in your new apartment that you set up, and you're going to be cooking as well. You're going to do things differently. Yeah. And you're going to be more wary of people as well. You're going to understand that not all people are have good intentions. And you've got the bride here too. And you've had this before, and I don't want you to focus on men because this bride proposal thing is going to come out of left field. That's the least you need to be focusing on. Yep. Cooking channel would be great. And even having cooking classes. You could host cooking classes in a new studio even. If it's got a big enough kitchen, you could have cooking classes. And even people like doing lives with cooking classes, I think that'd be a great idea. And people coming over for a cooking class, that could bring you new friends as well. People who are proactive, they've got nothing else to do. They could be married and bored and they just want somewhere to go and they want to learn a new skill. I'm also seeing somebody sewing on a sewing machine. I don't know if that's you or somebody else. You might get a lady who, she could be your collab person who's into craft and sewing. Okay, you want to make a cookbook. Good idea, Mystique. Start writing those sort of stuff down. That sort of stuff is stuff that really works. Believe me. You could be onto a good thing there. Okay, let's have a look at collective read coming off the full moon in Aquarius. Coming off the full moon in Aquarius, collective read. How do we want to do this? We're just going to cut and snap back on. Okay. Wealth and pregnancy with the peacock. More romance. Some of you will be getting pregnant or more creatively wealthy and doing something that you're very passionate about, love, that you love doing. You might be doing flower arrangements. You could be going to some sort of a wedding or a christening even. Stability and growth, or receiving flowers from a passionate connection, or gifts, surprise unfolding. Some of you might even be invited to a wedding, is what I'm seeing, or some sort of big celebration or party. You might go as a +1 with somebody that is attracted to you, has a big desire for you. There's a lot of stability and growth popping in for the collective, and feeling more grounded and being protected as well. Is the number one outcome card, is taking your time, having the protection that you need, doing things as you need them to, and not being rushed by people on the external that are trying to push you in a direction or push your time frame on things. You're going to do things in your good time and one step at a time to make sure that you have the protection around you that you need. Yep, absolutely. It's looking good for the collective. Mystique, you have ideas as far as outfits, t-shirts and other outfit items. Yeah, don't get too carried away and diversified and scattered with too much stuff. Keep it simple and keep it going in one direction, and just keep ticking off or checking off one thing at a time. You don't want to get overwhelmed with too many ideas. Write them down, store them, and sometimes the ideas that we store and we look back on 6 months later are not not every idea there is in our interest anymore. Not every idea in there is what we want, or we can pick and choose in the selection of the list. It might be 2 things out of 10 that you think are going to be winners. Okay, winner, winner, chicken dinner is what I'm getting for you. So you're going to get the things that are going to work and the things that are not going to work. The ideas fluctuate. Okay, your friend in Alabama has a wedding for the 8th. Okay, excellent. That gives you time. One idea at a time. Outfits, t-shirts and other outfit items here. One thing at a time. Things can take off. The cookbook I have a very good vibe about, whether it's digital and then being published later, or if it's published, but I don't know, I get that that's really in your ballpark and very specific, specialized in what you know is a winner. You've had a lot of people give you feedback on your cooking and buying food from you, setting up food for people. Yep. And ordering your food. I think it's a great idea. Okay. Yeah, I think it's a great idea. Your daughter's doing an AI class. Yeah, AI is tricky, and it's just taking off. It's going to get easier, but it might not be. People are jumping on the bandwagon with it, but it might not be the time yet. For the best of the AI to be learned. It could come out that it just becomes a touch of a button. So even though that it's just taking off, yeah, she's onto something. Well, sometimes you can't do everything yourself either, Mystique. Other people can do stuff for you. Delegate as well. Maybe she can help you with your businesses. Businesses plural. If she's not chasing, her future husband and marriage partner and having babies. I mean, she could be helping you with your businesses. Yeah. So let's see what emerges. But I feel like you're on a winning ticket. I feel like things are moving forward in a great direction. Thanks, Erin. Thanks for joining, everybody. This is the second live in a row. How is everyone? Is anyone watching and they'd like a super chat before I close? Do a shout out where you're from. We've got a few that have jumped in. Or any question about something that's not personal related or readings related, something that you want to know. North Carolina, Alexandra, welcome. Benvenuto. Okay. Toronto, Erin. Yes, Toronto's a great place. Grand Rapids, Michigan. At least you're in the house, Mystique. You're not sitting in your car. Your mother's probably spying on you through the door knob, the keyhole. Welcome, Alexandra. Welcome. Bienvenidos. Okay. Yeah, we just did another live and YouTube was acting up, so I had to start a new one, but we did quite a big live on the other one. She does all the time, yeah. You know, you're a teenager in your room there, Mystique. But you're paying rent, which is kind of a contradiction in itself. Just agree with everything your father says and do what you want. Oh, yeah, I'll be there. Don't worry, I'm coming. Does anyone have a random question? Anything else? Any random questions? What is the best state to live in America for single mothers? Where are the best benefits? I'm sure ChatGPT will tell you the answers. I hope things always change, nothing stays the same, and I hope Venusian does find her pathway. But toxic families can make you get stuck and blocked for months, years. Minnesota. Yeah, like I said, Minnesota. Not North Carolina. Thanks, Alexandra, for weighing in on that. Minnesota is, you know, isn't that where Prince was from? Minnesota, he didn't ever want to leave because everywhere else was weird. Good energy in this Venus-Jupiter transit, absolutely. And it's good for mothers, it's good for home, family, self-nurturing, looking after yourself. Yeah, there's so much you can even do on ChatGPT. You can even go in there and ask them to do your astro maps for you and the best place for you for relocations and all sorts of things. He was from Minnesota. He never wanted to leave. He told Oprah he wouldn't go anywhere because all the bad people were out there. And he said, I never leave Minnesota. I'm going to stay here forever. And he did. And it's cold, but, you know, it's warm in summer. You've got the 4 seasons. You know, sometimes in these cold states, you've got the money, you've got the support, and you can take 2 or 3 trips a year. You know what I mean? Oh, he lived in Toronto for a while. He went over the border. Yeah. I never knew that either. Yeah, we could probably ask ChatGPT and find out, but there's got to be answers. What about Washington State? That's quite a wealthy state. If you can kind of wrangle Louisiana into your Alabama trip, that would be good. Are you flying to Alabama or driving? When Raquel went to Louisiana, to New Orleans, she absolutely loved it. She loves jazz. She said she met some amazing guys there. She met some British guys who were visiting. She said she had a great time. She said she didn't feel in danger. She felt safe. A plane ticket might be a good idea, yeah. A cheap plane ticket is easy to get. Yeah. Hi, Goddess33. How are you, my dear? Welcome, welcome. Yeah, I'm good. This is the second live we've done today. We did a very big, long one, but YouTube were being tricky at the end, spinning things around. It wasn't the connection, it was YouTube. I think they get tired of you being live and they just kind of like try to wind you off. Yeah. Just saying hi. Hi. I'm good, thank you. Everything is moving in a fabulous direction. Yes, I am on a roll. You like people from London, Mystique? Yeah, you can. There's all sorts of internationals down there as well. In New Orleans, you've got so many good tourists. They want readings, they want magic, they want all sorts of bits and pieces done. It's a lot going on. Okay. Any last calls, anyone, before we sign off? Yeah, my wrist is healing. I'm doing hand therapy every week. I can only lift like 1 kilo on one hand, on the right hand, but it's all going to be fine. It's one of those processes. It's going to take a year to recover. Yeah, you're ready to enjoy life, Mystique, yeah. Part of the reason is you're walking on eggshells in the house that you're living in. Yes, I should be back on the weekend, so it could be Friday night US time or Saturday night US time. I think Friday night works better, or Sunday night. I think I've done Saturday night recently and it wasn't that busy, so I think people like a Friday night. Depending on my calendar, I'm pretty sure Friday night should be fine. Yes, I did have wrist surgery. I had 3 bones taken out of my wrist because it was the only solution for the pain. For the tendons broke. I had broken tendons, snapped tendons in that wrist. So it affected the muscle mass. So I'm building up the strength, and then I'll build up more of the muscle tone in the upper body when I can go back into the pool. So it's like a very slow process. Anything like this is knees, wrists, you know, hips, like if people get any sort of surgery like that. But I'm in good hands. I have good medical assistance, and it's working It's starting to feel better. Thanks, Erin. Yeah. It's about choosing the right surgeons. I've always been lucky with medical, choosing the right surgeons. I've had quite a few procedures and I've always been lucky choosing the right surgeons. If anyone does also need plastic surgery or want plastic surgery in Turkey, I am still working with a doctor there who I really like. So in my medical tourism business, which is mybeautydestination.com. I know some people don't want to travel at the moment or they can't, but if you did want to, Turkey is the best place for cosmetic surgery. Thank you for the speedy recovery. Thanks, Erin. Yeah, I've been through this before with my knee and some weight issues. So it's like you've got to go back to basics. I might do myself a reading. Let's have a look. And once I'm recovered, I might leave Asia and then go to Europe somewhere. I'm not sure, but I can't travel at the moment because of the injury. Okay, so let's have a look. Let's have a look. I'll give myself a card. Myself a card. And if anyone does want one of the candles, the white candles, $10, can be impregnated with any sort of wish or desire, and also the pink, that's 10 and that's 20, the pink one. We can put anything on that. Okay, so what do I want to ask? I don't know. General read. Okay. It's not as easy reading your own cards as it's a bit more subjective, but that's looking good. 2 major arcana. If anyone wants to put a word in, they can. Coming together with a person in a good way, a partnership. Good partnership energy. Good living energy. Also happy family homes. A move on the horizon. I wonder when that'll be. You can get the candles just through donating on my website. They're the last 2 candles for the minute, and I'm going to get some more candles. The Emperor's there. He's looking good. Knight of Rods. What's the Hanged Man about? What's going on? Patience, I think. Patience to be able to go and move into an area that I want to be in. But I already have had quite a bit of manifestation luck this year. Yeah. Ace of Cups, my happiness overflowing. So this patience is going to pay off. Let's have a look at the Page of Rods. What is this new beginning about? Choices. Choices and options with money, with import, export, with things over the seas, and making something happen. What is the Emperor about? Feeling like I'm in charge of my life, which I am. Okay. 9 of Cups. And not getting stuck in the wrong situations. Choices. Choices and decisions. Keeping my balance on a situation. I'll be back in the pool soon, so that'll be fun. I do like a good pool. Yeah. . Looking very good. Got the Ace of Cups, the Nine of Cups, extremely good. The Two of Cups. I like the Knight of Rods. It's got a nice Sag energy to it. And the Judgment card, Four of Rods, is also good. Yeah, you can weigh in on it if you want, if you pick up anything on the reading. Things being shaken up, life being shaken up. Okay. I'll leave the chat open for a bit and then we'll close. Thank you so much for joining, everybody. I truly appreciate it. I can't remember if I did the collective moon reading in this video or the last one that we just closed. But I'll timestamp it wherever it happens to be. Yeah. Anyway, guys, hope all is well. You have a beautiful rest of your day. Your Tuesday night, Wednesday day, and I will be back probably, hopefully on Friday night, US time. I'll be back. Oh, Faye, how are you? Any messages regarding love? Faye, is it new love or current love? Thanks, Mystique. Did you pick up anything in my spread? Erin, thank you, Amira. Thank you, thank you. Any messages regarding love? New or current? Let's have a look for Faye. Hi, Sungaya. How are you, my dear? Thank you for the readings and the candle. You could give me so much hope and push. Absolutely. It's time to push. There's times for sitting and times for pushing. I feel like we're on a pushing phase right now. Current love. Okay, Faye. Current love. Love in the fast lane. Love in the hot lane, I feel. I feel like this guy is really romantic. I'm getting destinations, water around you. You might be thinking about taking a trip, or you're spending time near the sea, going somewhere like, I'm kind of seeing, what's the south of Florida? The islands at the south of Florida. Forgotten the name. Gifts. Family. There could be a trip to see family or meet family. You feel like you might be soul family with this person. Yeah, you might be afraid of his mother, or you might think that she's going to judge you, but I feel like she could come up in the Keys. Yeah, Florida Keys. Yeah, I think she could come up in as a fear, but once you've met her, I feel like you're going to be okay. Okay. You feel like there's some sort of potential around him that's not checking all the boxes for whatever reason. There could be something that's keeping him in a holding pattern or a circling pattern. I feel like it is a strong soulmate connection. I feel like he can be quite generous and spontaneous, or showers you with gifts or compliments, and is very courting or good to you in some way. There's some abundance with this guy, but on the inside, you feel like, is this living up to its potential? Is there more that can be done? And there could be a young male around you that's looking for an open relationship. I don't know if it's him, but it's somebody else. There could be like someone else trying to slide into your DMs or something. There's a fair male here. So I feel like the guy that you're with, I feel like he's quite romantic. Unless he's love bombing you, I feel like he's quite romantic. There could be talk about travel or a trip, foreign themes. And he is a true gem. So there's a lot of qualities about this person. Yeah. You're going to see how it goes. You might be keeping your options open or your eye open for other people as well. You might not be sealed on the deal yet. You might not be totally convinced. You might feel like you want to meet his family first or something like that. Oh, there's a young guy trying to come back and talk about travel. Oh, great. Makes sense. Thanks for the confirmation, Faye. Yeah, he might want to travel a lot. I don't know if he wants to be a digital nomad or travel a lot or just travel with you somewhere nice. Yeah, I'll leave the chat open for 30 seconds. You're most welcome, Faye. And then we'll close, and I'll see you probably on Friday night, US time. Thanks for joining, everybody. Truly appreciate it. If anyone does have like an insight into my reading, you're most welcome to mention that. I don't mind people analyzing my readings. I don't mind. It's all good. It's all part of the interactive process. Interactivo. Yeah. It's all part of the interactive process. Yep. Lots of love and blessings, everybody. And